Welcome back to Studio Chatter. What story does your image tell? This is what our next guest specializes in, personal branding. Please welcome Brit Bennion to our table.
Hi, Brit.
Welcome. So you two were able to meet at a recent function.
Yeah, and we just started talking, and she's like, I would love to come on Studio Chatter. But like when she started telling me what she does, I was, okay, tell me more. So this is why we wanted you here at the table, because we want to know
what is important about branding? Why is that
And is it just
important?
for business owners? Like, I feel like just the normal, not that everyone's a brand, but you kind of are your own brand.
Yes, you are. You 100%.
You hit it exactly right.
Okay, take it over from here.
If you have a business, if you are selling something, if you have a message to share, you are a brand. And a lot of times we don't think that, because we think of brands as big brands like Nike and Apple and Adidas and whatnot. But every single person has a personal brand. We think maybe your brand is your logo, your fonts, your colors.
Yes.
But that's not it at all. I always say your brand is your energy. It's what you bring to the world. So that can encompass your logo. It can encompass.
But it's how you
products.
make people feel, maybe, and what you're putting out to the world.
Yes.
That's the whole
It's the
branding
whole thing, yes.
And that
It's your
connects
energy.
you with your audience or with your whoever's buying, your buyers or whoever.
Absolutely, that vibe. Because you can have somebody that's, I mean, think about how many people sell coffee mugs, for example, right? What separates you from this product A versus product B? It's really how you decide to approach the product, how you approach the brand, how you want to sell, your energy.
Right.
So you all have a personal brand. Studio Chatter has a personal brand.
We sure do, and we may need some help from you. What type of energy are
So we just had Tiffany from Ruby Swimwear on. And so if she starts a swimwear company, she's probably not thinking she's ever going to have to show her face or ever be on interviews, or you get into something for totally different reasons. But what you're saying is, honey, step it up, get out there. So how do you help women overcome that maybe fear or challenge of their know-how?
There is a lot of fear when it comes to showing your face, especially as women. Because a lot of times we've been told it's better for us to stay small, to stay quiet. But why it's important for you to be able to stand out in your brand and show your face is because it builds trust. When we think about what converts people from knowing about your product to liking your product and then trusting your product and buying it, it's that trust factor. We call it the know, like, trust factor. This is the very basics of branding and marketing.
Okay.
So what will it take for somebody to trust you? Well, your face. A lot of the times it's
true. I'll scroll down to About Us and see, like with a doctor or someone, do I trust what they look like? Are they behind their business?
Or maybe if
not,
their
I don't
story,
know who it is.
Right? Do you help them share their story? And
Absolutely.
That's how you build trust too?
Absolutely. It's that consistent trust, and it's that consistent understanding and seeing somebody. When you think about if you were going to buy one product from somebody you didn't know versus your best girlfriend, who's hyping it up all of the time, of course you're going to buy from your best girlfriend, right? So it's the same thing when you're building your brand. You want to do the exact same thing on social media, on your website, on media interview, things like this. Anything that you're doing, you're building a connection, you're getting people to know you, to like you, and of course to trust you. And then they turn into a qualified buyer.
Energy.
So what are the things, the steps that you take to help your brand?
To creating their content.
And we'll take note for Studio Chatter.
Yes, here we go.
So I'm a brand photographer at heart. So I love working with women and capturing images that tell their story, show their energy, their vibe, and actually make them feel super confident. Like I said, a lot of times women, they don't feel confident.
Right.
How many people love getting their picture taken?
Yeah, none of you?
The side profile on the show is horrible.
But if you know how to take a good picture, which I've seen your photos, and you make all different sizes of women and different backgrounds look great.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, yes.
You know?
Because every woman is beautiful.
Yes.
And every woman deserves to have their message shown to the world. And so for me, it's vital that we go through a process of understanding first the mindset behind why do you need to show up in the world? Okay. And what message do you have to share? And we get really, really clear on that, because if you've got cobwebs up in your head about like, oh, nobody wants to care about me. I just have a little tiny business. It doesn't, doesn't do anything. Or I have to lose 10 pounds before anybody cares about me.
I hear that a lot.
Or, oh, nobody wants to see my double chin. Or I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too anything.
Right,
But
trying
you know
to
your people.
Yeah,
like
when I'm
these are women.
perfect, then I can show up. Then I can show the world what I
Haven't we
have.
been taught that our entire
Yes.
lives as women?
Yep.
That you must be quiet and perfect and little. But think about how much power we're hiding in this world
Yes.
by listening to that voice.
And you can bring that out.
I bring that out.
So you bring that out in photography. What else do you do?
I help women create content because that's another big issue that female business owners have is we need content. Right now, content marketing is just the
Every
way to
day
go.
something new
I
on there.
honestly had not heard of it worded like that until we met.
Okay, so content marketing. Let's talk about content marketing for a second. Content marketing is a way to market your business through content. So it's
Like
very simple.
pictures, lots of pictures,
There's
or
all sorts
videos,
of content.
reels.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's think about videos, shows like this, podcast episodes, blogs, articles, news, guesting on other people's
So really
platforms.
supporting other women, actually through you, we have you here, which we're just happy that you're here, but then this supports
Educating
you,
us, but then
and it-
educating someone else
yeah.
that comes to you for
It's just
it.
helping.
Yes.
Right.
But I
Everyone
think
comes
all
full circle.
Yeah. Yes.
different avenues, like you're talking about, connects with different people. So
Right.
how important is that nowadays? I feel like our brains are just wired to be, I don't know, entertained per se.
Yeah.
And how important is that in marketing your business?
Well, you want to be seen, you want to be known, but it doesn't mean that you have to be everywhere all the time. And we wear so many different hats in our businesses that you just don't have the ability to be everywhere. So what I do is I help women create a library of easily accessible content. So that when the time comes, they can have things to post, to talk about, to engage with, so we don't have to get our hair and makeup done every single day.
So you're not just taking pictures, though that's part of it, but helping them to write the words and to phrase it the right way, or when to post when, that sort of thing.
The whole brand strategy. It's not just about photos. Photos are just a part of it. Videos are just a part of it.
but maybe even the way you dress. You help with that, right?
Absolutely.
Because I could use that.
I know, I'm like, I just kind of want to hire you as my
Help me
assistant now
know
that I
what's-
know all of this.
Yeah, what are good patterns to wear when you do photography and colors and
for me, patterns are not really always great to wear.
so something plain.
Some
Blocks.
solid block colors really
Okay.
show up best when
I'm
you're
so glad I'm in a solid right now,
Every
because if I
single
would have
one
showed
of
up in
us are
something.
We came prepared,
Yes, we
ladies.
I
did.
did not wear my chevron print tonight.
Well, I'm sure as you understand, when the camera looks at, for example, very small prints, it gets a bizarre effect. It's called a moire effect, and it looks like it's shimmering, or it just looks odd. It doesn't look very well fitted on your body. So stay away from really small prints, and also stay away from like really big bold prints, and then break all of the rules, because when it comes down to it, you need to feel confident, you need to feel comfortable, and you need to feel like you in your photos. So if you are big, bold, and beautiful, girl, you go be big, bold, and
So
beautiful.
then you wear the
'Cause
big
that
patterns
sells.
if that's what's going to make
Yes.
you. Okay, that's what I was just thinking. Like, what if
Like, be
someone
authentic
isn't?
to yourself.
Exactly.
Like, what is that? So I think identifying what is it in you that you're wanting to sell or promote,
Right.
and then pushing
Yeah.
that energy, like
So Brit,
you
if
said.
our viewers are watching and like, hey, I want to connect with her, how are they going to connect with you?
The best way to connect with me is on my website, and that's just BritBennion.com.
Okay.
On there you can find, there's 3 different ways to work with me, or to learn from me. You can work with me and hire me to do photography and brand strategy with you. I also have a podcast that you can listen and learn all of these things. So that's where you girls need to start.
Okay.
Go home,
Okay.
drive, and listen
Podcast.
to the podcast. It answers all of these
And they're on your
questions.
website.
And this is all on my website. And then I also do online courses, and I teach. I have a really cool membership program where women come together and we just create content for 90 minutes. So you don't have to feel like you're like scrolling and tapping and doing all the things and you don't even get anything done. You actually sit down,
We work together. I do real life coaching and feedback on the content.
My
you're
gosh.
I love it.
I love those
Yeah.
3 options.
Yes.
That just pulled everything
I feel like
in
it
perfect.
simplified.
Yep, it just put it in a
my
package
thoughts
with a
were.
bow.
Yes, 100%.
Thank you. This was
Now we need to start a
fascinating.
business. Or just brand ourselves, I guess.
Right.
It could work for you guys. It
Right.
could work for anything that you want to
So
do.
a service or a product, anything.
Yes, service, product, personal brand, larger brand. It just comes down to being able to show up consistently and confidently.
Thanks, Brett.
Perfect. Thank you.
Next, we'll talk with one local woman that is making an impact in a war-torn country. Stay with us for more Studio Chatter.